2021, I applied for one of the competitions for women in business. Over 50,000 women, applied for that. And they selected 37,000 women. 37,000 women, from them were cut to 500. From 500, were cut to 100. And I told God, I say I want to win this competition, but it's very competitive. What do? I brought it to the altar of fire. I was praying. One morning, while I was praying, Pastor Jerry said, on the 8th of October 2021, he said, I don't know how many people are looking for what you are looking for. It has been reserved for you. What? Head on to that prophecy. On the day of the pitching of our business, we were asked to pitch 5 panelists from 5 different countries. Now, after pitching, none of them had a question for me. They asked the first panelist, do you have a question for her? I said, no. She answered everything. The second one, the third one, the fourth one, the fifth one, none of the panelists asked me one question. And on the 7th of December that year, the winners were going to be announced. They announced the winner, the 5th position. The person was from Ghana. The 4th position from Zimbabwe, they kept on announcing. And then they announced the 2nd position. The person also was from one of the African countries. There were 10 African countries in that competition. And I said, God, I didn't hear my name. The Holy Spirit said, you asked for 1st position. It has been reserved for you. And then I was just watching. I was speaking in tongues. And the next thing they said, and the winner is Margaret Obasi. Secondly, my daughter, my first daughter in secondary school, she applied for a scholarship. She was very scared. I said, don't worry. We are on this altar. Every morning I will bring them. Every night, before they go to school, I will give them the communion. At night at 2 a.m., I will lay hands on the 4 of them. I have 4 children. I will lay hands on them. I will decree over their lives. I say, all of you, you will school with scholarship. I will not pay 1 kobo for your school fees. And then she applied for this scholarship. And then the exam came. On the day of the exam, on that morning on NSPPD, Pastor Jerry said, I release the mantle for ease. It shall be easy. Tell me something. I grabbed it. I said, my daughter, it shall be easy. Don't be scared. Your case has been mentioned on the altar. While she was writing the exam, I was in the kitchen. I was kabashing. It shall be easy. It shall be easy. Mantle for ease. And I tell you, when she finished the exam, I said, how was it? She said, Mommy, what God cannot do does not exist. On the 11th of February, the list of the successful scholars were released, and my daughter's name was on the list. We dey pray. Now to my husband's business. Hey, my husband is this kind of person that will tell you, when you want to pray, please go there. This noise is too much. I have begged this guy, join this altar. He said, no, me, we senior Pastor Jerry. Wait till you want pray, why no fit pray? I say, now by age, Agbeni, join altar. He refused. In 2023, his business saw a lot of challenges, setback. At a point, he called me. He said, babe, have you stopped praying for me? I said, no, I didn't stop praying for you, but you have refused to join where it is happening. In December, I begged him. I said, boo, 21 days fasting is coming. Join it. If after this fasting, you don't see a turnaround in your business, leave it. Leave the altar. He said, okay. And he joined. For the first time in my husband's life, I'm 14 years in marriage. For the first time, my husband did 6 to 6, 21 days. I'm no believer. The guy said, boo, that thing that is happening in your life, in my own life, me too will collect. He joined the altar. 21 days he's finished his fasting. He was still in Lagos. His clients were in Enugu calling him, oh boy, how far now? Sure now, we get deal for you. And then he traveled back to Enugu. For the first time since my husband started to do his own business. Yes, he will close deals. 1 million, 2 million. But for the first time, this guy closed deal that we were counting the zeros. Come on, tell me what God cannot do. Now, let me tell you about my career. I am a high performer. When it comes to career, I am very active. I am very good. People will talk about me. My name is everywhere. But at the end of the year, when it is time to do the rating, they will always place me on average. for 14 years. Average. So it got to the point, I was just like, well, career is not for me. Let me just be doing my job. I'm not one of those that will get exceptional. And you know, when I joined the altar, I placed my career on the altar. Now, for the first time in 2022, I got one promotion. I was excited. I was transferred from Enugu to Lagos. I came down to Lagos on July 30th. Then July 31st, the service that day was titled A New Thing. Pastor Jerry said, there's somebody here, you are listening to me. You just got promoted and you are celebrating. This is a position you're supposed to have been 10 years ago. And you are just celebrating it now. I tell you, God is placing your career on a speed lane. He is doing a new thing for you. I grabbed it. I sowed a seed. I partner. I promised God. I said 50% of my salary, I will sow it. Others are giving 10%. I'm giving you 50%. Take it all. Change my career story. And I tell you, in 2023, for the first time in 14 years, I got rated exceptional. And that is why I'm in Ghana here. My company sent me to Ghana for a 6-month project to prepare me for my new level. And I tell you, more levels are coming. I have come here to testify. I am going to celebrate my 4 levels ahead of me because the Lord has created a space for me at the top. What God cannot do,